It's another beautiful day in paradise, ladies and gentlemen. Just got up out of the blue. Bit of a stiff neck after watching MMA and boxing yesterday for 7 hours. You do tend to get a little antsy. What upsets me is I didn't work out. You know, I should have worked out during somewhere in the middle of that. You know, hit the bag and shit and my workout schedule. Okay. We've got the Juggernaut Eagle XD tonight, 29er. I just put a little bit of air in the rear tire just now. We got about 21 and a half in air or so right now. All right, it's time to rock and roll. I think we got everything. Oh, let me put my clear glasses on. Oh. Come on, Dad. Get your shit together. Oh, man. That garage of mine is so stuffy and hot. It's probably 90 degrees in my garage, I would say. Yesterday it was 95. This morning I'd say it's about 90-ish. I need to open the door and run that giant fan for about 30 minutes, but I didn't have time to do that this morning. We got to get going. It is 4:25 in the morning. I am dead spot fucking on. Sunrise is about 5:35, 5:40. Everything's good. Let me rinse my mouth out. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, I had it in pedal assist number 1, so it's like, what the fuck? Why am I having to chug so much? Oh, it's in 1. Yeah, we watched some serious shit yesterday. Mike Perry got knocked out like I knew he would get knocked out. Unfortunately, he doesn't move. He doesn't keep his hands up. He doesn't move his head. He's on a straight line. Boom! Got knocked down about 3 times. Got knocked loopy about 3 times. And the last time he got knocked down, when he got back up, the referee says, "Are you ready?" And he says, "Okay, walk over this way." And when he walked, he stumbled, and that was it. It was over. My helmet off. It's just too muggy. Let me check that camera angle. It looks good. That wide lens is really forgiving. The Lens Mod 2. You just got to be very careful with it that you don't scratch it. And you got to be... Whoa! You gotta be careful to remember to take the lens cover off. Oh shit, I thought it was I thought it was left on there for a minute. Okay, we're good. And just going for a little ride this morning. Woke up when you watch fights for 7 hours. It's pretty brutal. I'm watching them on my phones. I've got both fights on. Oh, fuck. I had a sore neck. Even though I have the phones jacked up to like, I don't have to look down at them. They're like right straight level across from me. It's the 7 hours of watching the fights. That can be brutal on you. There's a couple of times I certainly did take a break. Took a step outside and stuff, stretched and stuff, but yeah, Amanda Lemos, the striker, lost to the submission. I don't know her name, I can't pronounce it. But she opted to try to play with her on the ground, and she ended up getting stuck in an armbar. Had a tap, or her armbar would be broken. I believe Lemos wants to stand and box with her and strike with her, but the other lady wants to take you down because she's an expert on the ground. She's a black belt jiu-jitsu, and Lemos ended up saying, okay, let's go. Lemos said, okay, let's play your game. So she ended up taking her down, but that's her world down there. That's not Lemos's world. Does that make sense, guys? And let's see here. We had an article online saying that the shot that the sniper made was a 1 in a million shot. It was a 570-foot shot. Okay, that sounds like, when you read it, when I initially read it, I had to go back and see how far away the shot was. And then I seen the 570, it's very small print. I seen the 570, I said, oh shit, that is a good shot. No, it's 570 feet. 570 yards would have been a 1 in a million shot. No, that's what the article said, that it was 570 feet. And they're saying it's a 1 in a million shot. Now, 570 feet is only 190 yards. Most hunters that go hunting for elk or big game or even whatever, deer, mule deer, they have their rifles sighted in for 300 yards. Most hunters, most skilled hunters can they usually have their guns zeroed at 300, and they generally can do a 3-round shot sequence and put it within, at 300 yards, 3 inches, a 3-inch circle. They could, at 200 yards, they can do a 2-inch circle. That's your normal, general, good marksman hunter. Now this sniper can probably do twice that good. So in other words, that sniper, remember I told you it's 190 yards on paper. It looked like it was downhill, so it's not the downhill distance, it's the horizontal distance. So it'd probably be, it looks like it's downhill. And would put it at about 180 yards. Let's just say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, shit. You see this right here? The tree. What the fuck is that? It must have got knocked over from the wind. Wow. I got a feeling it'll take them a very long time to clean that up. Fuck. We don't want to get a flat tire, so we'll just push it. I mean, next time we'll get a path through there and ride it up. I would presume that it got knocked over by the wind. Yeah, I would imagine. That's an oddity, huh? I'm not so sure about that. During flood season, it's a liability to have people walk underneath that bridge. They could end up drowning. So the city might have pushed those fucking branches over so it detours people from going down there and walking underneath the bridge. That's very viable. I mean, they could put up a caution tape here, but people would go around it. But if you knock those trees down, they're not going to go around. They're less likely to go around. That could be it. That's just a weird thing to see that fallen like that. It's very possible that the city did that. You got to understand, the city has liability issues. You know, somebody goes down there and gets swept away by the flood and drowns, the city's responsible. So, you know, you can put up all the caution tape you want. See, like they got this gate closed. That's always closed. It used to be open, but it's liability issues, guys. Okay, anyways, it's 190 shot. It looks like it's downhill. So I would imagine the horizontal distance is probably about 180 yards. And that sniper can shoot a 1-inch circle. He could put 3 rounds in a 1-inch circle, I would presume, at that range. I mean, your average hunter can do it in 2. I could do it in a 2-inch circle. And that's mostly, you know, the variance in the ammunition. And we're talking about a high quality weapon, high quality. They usually use a Magnum 338. So I'll compare it with a Magnum Weatherby, for example. That's a sub 1 MOA gun. It'll put a 3-inch or a 3-round pattern in less than 1 MOA at 200 yards, which would be less than a 2-inch circle essentially. And 2 of those will probably be touching each other. And you'll have 1 flyer. Anyways, it's not a 1 in a million shot. That's the point I'm trying to get at. They're saying that it was a 1 in a million shot. Yes, the guy could only see his one eye, his forehead, and the scope on the gun, the sniper. But that's more than a 2-inch circle. Like I said, that sniper can pop. He was about, let's just keep the math simple, he was about 200 yards away. If he's using a Magnum round, that gun's going to be shooting probably about 3 inches high at that. In other words, if he were to put the crosshairs on him, the gun would be shooting about 3 inches high at that range. Anyways, he could make the adjustment right there in the scope. He certainly knows the range. not his first rodeo dance. Those guys had everything ranged. I'm sure he's got a scope that tells him the horizontal range once he puts the crosshairs on the target. Wow. We'll definitely get a workout in this afternoon for sure. Watch this. This underpass will be. I gotta believe. I believe the city knocked those trees over. I'll take a closer look at it one day. And I guarantee you, those trees will be like that for a very, very long time. This is our monsoon season. Let's see if this is still taped off. Yep, see how it's still taped off? People are going over it, of course, at this stage. They got to protect the public so they don't drowned. Does that make sense, guys? Anyways, point being, that dude can probably fire. They said it was a 1 in a million shot. That dude could probably fire that a million out of a million. That sniper, make that shot a million out of a million times. Oh, there did appear. I was looking for a crosswind in the photos, also in the videos of the time he got shot, ex-President Trump, and there was a bit of a crosswind. There was like 7 U.S. flags next to the podium where Trump was speaking, and they were all being blown in the same direction, very mildly. It was a very mild crosswind. Almost insignificant. The shooter who made the shot at Trump, he was shooting at about 150 yards uphill. I would put it at about 140 yards horizontal distance. And I would say with that crosswind, it might deflect the bullet maybe a quarter of an inch, which means you're not going to pay attention to that crosswind. That's what it looked like to me anyways. A quarter inch ain't going to bust our balls. However, it would have pushed the bullet in the, if he was aiming for his head, the center of his head, it would have pushed the bullet over to the side of that ear. I mean, like I said, it would only have deflected bullet at maybe a quarter of an inch, if that. It didn't. No, I'm just doing it by the pictures online, guys. The dude missed the shot. You know what I'm saying? He may have overcompensated. He probably didn't even take the wind into account. I don't think I would have taken the wind into account either on that shot. Don't complicate the shot pattern. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful morning. Morning. But anyways, it wasn't a 1 in a million shot. It was a million out of a million shot for a sniper. A hunter. Your average hunter could do it. Your average hunter could probably do a 2-inch, a 1 MOA spread at 200 yards. Keep the math simple, you know, even though it's 180 yards. Your average sniper, your average hunter could probably do that. A 2-inch spread at that range. 190 yards is child's play, gentlemen. Even that sniper will tell you, shit, I could do that a million out of a million. You know, all the sniper could see is the guy's forehead, his eye, and the scope. His forehead is more than 2 inches. If you can see the eye and the forehead, that's more than a 2-inch circle. Good shot though. Under those conditions, under that stress, you know, somebody shooting at the former president. Good shot, good shot. You know, President Trump is awfully fucking lucky. That's amazing that that kid was able to set up at 150 yards away from that Trump was speaking. 150 yards is nothing. Shit, I could hit a 6-inch round circle, which is the equivalent of a head, with my 22 long rifle at 150 yards. Now at 150 yards, that 22 long rifle bullet will be coming in from down from the sky. I don't know the logistics on that, but it's probably, if I had to put a number, I really don't know, maybe about 20 inches of fall. I've got all that shit dialed in on my scope, on my cheat sheet, on my stock, on my gun. Plus it's in my phone, all the ballistic information for the shells that I shoot. I had to pull up the Weatherby site, and boy, it's nice out this morning. I wasn't going to do this. I had a sore neck, you know, from watching the fucking fights for 7 hours. I woke up still with a sore neck. I had a little bit of a headache, a little bit of an earache coming on. So I've been there, done that. So you got to do the cotton swab in your ear with hydrogen peroxide on it. You got to get some hydrogen peroxide in your ear and get that infection. Nip it in the bud, and I did. Otherwise, you'll have issues later today. As a matter of fact, I still got the cotton swab in my ear right now. Oh man. Boy, the kid that made the shot at Trump, that's fucking, there's no way you're going, the building roof that he was on, there was a bunch of fucking local police snipers inside of that building, yanking it up, kicking it around, essentially. But I mean, he had no chance to get away. I mean, the only way I would do, I would never do that shot, by the way, but you know, I would never shoot at the president or former president, okay? It's not my MO. But you, as a sniper, you want to be able to get away and not get caught. There's no way he's going to get away. you were a sniper and your target was some drug lord, once you make the shot, you want to be able to get away. You don't want to die. And there was no way that kid was going to get away. I don't see it. Anyway, just wanted to bring up the fact that it wasn't a 1 in a million shot. That's it. First of all, they shouldn't have listed it as 570 feet. Because the average person, even when I seen the 570, I thought it was, I initially said, I was thinking yards, okay? I was thinking yards, I'm saying, okay, that is a very fucking tough shot. That would be very close to 1 in a million. At 500, almost 600 yards, that is a 1 in a million shot. You know what the drop on that would be? Let's just say 500 yards. The drop is about 19 inches, give or take. So you have to adjust your scope accordingly if it was a 500 yard shot. It was only 570 feet, 190 yards. Horizontal distance, 180. Oh. Child's play. Green. No cars. No cars behind me. Green. That doesn't mean go, that means take it easy. No cars. Who wouldn't want to be me? GoPro, stop recording.